In the past, we've had contradictions up and down concerning one company called Shanta with the locals. And I thought it wise, because there was a petition in the county assembly, that we involve the environment committee so that we can come and get the people's views. This is a good step for us because we are able to know whether our people are getting what is their right or their right is infringed. So I want to say today, everybody that has been here has given their view. Sincerely speaking, when listening to whatever they are saying, there are people who are supporting the company and others are against the company. So as an elected leader, I have the mandate to ensure that I educate my people, because I don't want the chaos like what happened in Makalda or whatever happened in Asembo. We want peace, and above all, we want what will preserve our environment, what will preserve our people, what will preserve our generation. So this is an engagement, and the county assembly is going to embark on their reports and come up with a decision that we will also use to guide the community. Our land is rich. We have the gold, and it's being estimated to about 5 trillion. However, we insist that the right channels must be followed. Any investor coming must do a public participation. The consent of the mwananchi must be sought, so that when we are moving forward, we are sure that we are doing the right thing. Other issues that have been up and down, I want to assure you that we are going to address them. There have been conflicts up and down between other leadership. I want to assure you that above all, what I want is peace. And what I want is my people to have peace, and let any company that comes to Ramula ensures that people are sat down and a public participation is done.
As Oguta Obuya, the Chair, Committee, Water, Environment and Natural Resources. Today we had a public meeting with Ramula people. We received a petition some months back. We have considered it through various stages, but today we felt it necessary to come and meet the Ramula team. We've had a very successful meeting with the community. Our mission today was just to get facts concerning what the petitioners were praying for the assembly to assess them know better. We've had a very successful meeting. We've taken notes. We are going to sit down and consider and give back to the assembly, and action will be taken appropriately. The major prayer that the petitioners were considering their being evicted from their motherland to elsewhere. So we've heard from the community what they also need. We are going to consider all the facts that we've gathered. Then we'll give back the response at appropriate time.
I'm Colonel Retired Moses Adol. I've been the chairman of Ramula Community Development. That has been on this war front right from July last year. At the time we formed that committee and I became their chairman, being supported by others in the diaspora and also within, there was a lot of uncertainty because the company called Shanta Gold Mining Company were marauding the chambers of everybody without any justification and without any limits. So we felt that we need to know what they are doing and if they have the relevant documents. So the two barasas we held brought us to the formulation of the petition, which was signed by over 300 people on this ground. So when we presented the petition, that was in October. Since that time, there's never been any other joint public participation or public barasa. So this is why we felt that there's need to answer the queries that we addressed during that time. Secondly, we have come from far. We have come from far in the fact that people didn't know what Shanta was doing around, but now they do. We demanded for documents, now we have. The only thing that we still need to investigate is what will be the outcome of the surveys they have done. So they have done more than 11 surveys in this place. Some of them involves relocation action plan, traffic survey, social economic impact survey, and all those kind of surveys. And all of them point towards only one direction, which is relocation. And that's why we are still saying that they need to put in writing that nobody is going to be relocated from Ramula. If they say that in writing, not just in passing, then we'll know how to handle the other issues later.
My name is Cornelius Oduor. I represent Kenya Human Rights Commission. That's a member of Haki Madini, a coalition of civil society organizations that work with the local communities where mining takes place. We attended this meeting as observers to see to it that the interest of the community is adhered to at whatever level in terms of decisions that will be made moving forward. I think this is the way to go because people must be allowed to express their fears. And I think what has come out here is that these things must be done in an open and a transparent manner so that whatever decisions are made, whether Shanta remains or does not remain, the interest of the community must be at the center of whatever decisions are going to be made by county government of Siaya with regard to the mining activities here. So I think moving forward, it should be very clear how decisions are going to be made, because I know concerns have been raised here about people who have been, some people have been compromised, and people are fearing that at the end of the day, the leadership, the local leadership might be compromised. What we are insisting as human rights organization is that the interest of the local Mwananchi must be adhered to at whatever cost, because this thing is also causing a lot of rift and tension among the community members, and we will be sitting in partnership with the local Ramula community to see to it that the right of the local Mwananchi is adhered to at the end of the day.
I'm Florence Deti, a member of Akimadini Coalition, which is community-centered. I want first to applaud the community of this area for the fact that they have turned out for this discussion. Dialogues work better than small groupings that people sit and they don't give solutions. Our experience in Kitui was similar. We had the same, but dialogue gave us the right direction in terms of coal mining for those who know Kitui. And I want also to say that based on the discussions which were here, and now that we are observers, some gray areas are still there for the community, and they must get together and discuss this. The issue of licensing is still a question at hand that you need to dig deeper. You also need to follow up on the reports. What do they say? What is the position of the community in those reports? What are the action points, the recommendations in those reports, so that you can also prepare yourselves for the future? Again, the issue of relocation, it has been said we don't sell our ancestral land, we are not being relocated, but we are told a survey on relocation has been done. What is the recommendation in that report? So community, you have a backlog together with your leadership. Don't disengage with the leadership so that you can unpack these issues together as a community. Whether you disagree or you don't agree, there's a point of connection on what needs to be done going forward. Otherwise, bravo to the community for the submissions that you've made, for the leadership for attending this forum, and we hope we'll get a solution where the company benefits, the communities benefit most, and the government serves us right.
Patrick Ocheng, who is a member of this community, but also a participant in Haki Madini. The truth is, this committee has come to us 1 year late. And in the intervening 1 year, I don't think they had clean hands. They gave the company time to strengthen its hand and to campaign amongst the community and to do what you just witnessed today. And so the arguments we are having today are between stakeholders with STAAK, people who have meat in their mouths, and stakeholders with STAKE. It's a problem. So we have a problem. The second thing that we need to know, this company has been conducting surveys and studies, and those studies are intended to pave way for them to do mining. And large-scale mining is not the Chwera that we are describing. Large-scale mining needs a lot of space. It displaces people all over the world. There's nowhere where large-scale mining does not displace people. It is very violent. And very soon the company will transport its security here with guns, and they will start putting fences and armed guards and dogs. So those who think they're friends of Shanta, think twice. I just needed to say this. And I think we also need to know that Shanta, as we know it, has already been bought by another company. And soon you will be dealing with Bidco, which has Kenyan directors, Kenyan interests that might include the topmost leadership of the country. So I just want us to know that we are not dealing with a nice animal. You can smile today. When you start crying tomorrow, we will help you cry. And I don't think our officialdom in the political class care about you and your lousy lands and your poverty. There is no company that does profit that comes to help people. Companies come to make profit. They ship it, they will take it to their countries of origin. They will pick the gold and go with it. If you try to think that you can share it with them, they will ask you if you're a shareholder. And the shareholders of the company are all the names you keep talking about: Acacia, Aviva, Barrick. They're all within that company. And the shares of this company are being traded in the New York Stock Exchange and the London Metals Market. And they have already sold what they saw in Ramula and Kakamega to another company. So I just wanted to make people aware of this and to say that this is not the end of the conversation. If we can't find kama tuwezi pata natija kwa county, tutaenda kwa the courts of law, because I think Kenyans must now exercise their freedoms as the Constitution of 2010 provides. Yes. Thank you.
Cutting. So, try to the next one. And then
Kunjoga ne ya. Goya picha ka gipenja penj. Taduoko gi ka kuwinjo.
Kan se pogo. Be mar ng'ato koro itoe kwenye kiparata. Kose toe timoye, kose moye.
Mege, ere mama, ayabi.
Daniel Owiti Siambe. Apa nisanya nigi higa madi prauchi yelo kanyate. Si aparoni kabachung kaeri.
Italo jok ma kunyo gold to be gik magitiyo go chemicals magitiyo go affect environment. Une mung'eyo kaka gino affect you to mane gimwadwa wacho kae. Number 7, Shanta Gold is operating without proper plans for compensation of affected communities, land use and land restoration in line with Section 38, 2A, B, and 176 of the Mining Act. Mano obed identified ni mar gold, koro jibro riembi to jogo bekia kata rights ji. So some of this land en maganyuola. So land maganyuola gi ng'eny gi onge ga title deed. Koro exploitation ng'eny kanyo kata ka ng'ato dwa biro kunyo wayo ni county assembly otimnu en ni Shanta Gold owe timo exploration margi mo include kao sample, negotiating gi jomoko kata golo ji kuonde ma ji odake. Number 2, that more nitie gimiluongo ni public participation makata jo county government jatimoga ka gidwaro introduce budget magidwa timo to gibiro to gimanyo pacho. Koro jo Ramula on issues of land use, compensation, environmental impact, occupational health and safety, cooperative social responsibilities, amongst other issues. Dwaro ni waket romo moro ma community be nyalo romo gi miners machalo Shanta to ket kana Shanta kene tiere
Sergeant Adidas ifulo nyingi station mia kae to idhi mbele.
An Kennedy Olum.
Okawa dwanwa timo no kawuono. Kech kawuono pod wabiro timo nonro ewi petition man wayudo. Wawinjire kanjo Ramula. Dongo winjire. Kora dwanwa an Ramula. Mago weche manowuok Ramula. Adwana yawe open to wabro tiyo gi saa kik ikaw saa mang'eny ahinya nikech nitiere ji malawo kuonde mamoko. Wabende onego bed ni saa ochike wang'e wani assembly nitiere wach mwawacho. Kuom mano ne waparo ni duoko moko ji te ok nyal wuoyo. Koro abro ng'iso Sergeant Atam bro miyo penjo moko mag kalatas